I get so self-conscious filming in public, which is why I often film in my car, but I know that's not good for the vlog, so I said, not today. Today we are at the Getty Villa, which is not to be confused with the Getty Center Museum that I went to in my last video. It's pretty similar, but they are totally different locations. Hi. I'm Taylor. I just got a new car and we're using it to go on day trips from Los Angeles. In part 1, we saw Hollywood, Santa Monica, Beverly Hills, and a lot of LA's top attractions. In this vlog, we're going to see more of the hidden gems, which are further out from the city, but I can finally get to them because I have a car. So in this vlog, I'll take you to see some of Los Angeles County's hidden gems, as well as showing you some things within the city. Some things will be further out, and as always,
please like and subscribe.
Getty Villa is here in beautiful Malibu, while the Getty Center is 5 miles and 30 minutes east. So not here. What's the difference between the Getty Villa and the Getty Center? Basically everything. They just have the same benefactor, the Getty organization. It's organized by the same people. And they're both museums, but they have specific differences, which I looked into. The Getty Villa houses art with an exclusive focus on ancient works from the Greek, Roman, and adjacent Mediterranean areas, while the Getty Center, which is informally called the Getty Museum, houses art from different areas and different periods. So they're actually pretty similar. If you're more interested in art, go to the Getty Center. If you're more interested in the architecture or just general Instagrammability, go to Getty Villa. Also note that even though admission is free at both locations, parking is $25 at each location. But if you reserve tickets for both on the same day, then you can just pay for parking once, but then you have to drive a lot and you have to see 2 big museums. But hey, could be worth it for you. And this is important. Make sure to reserve your tickets in advance. They are free, but it's limited availability, especially on the weekends. And I actually had to put off this vlog for like 2 weeks because I kept forgetting to reserve a ticket. So do it. Guys, if you happen to be in the Los Angeles area on the second Sunday of the month and it's the morning and you feel like driving 20 minutes east of the city, then I would highly recommend to you the Rose Bowl Flea Market. The Rose Bowl Flea is the most well-attended flea market in the entire US of A. It occurs on the second Sunday of the month and features 2,500 vendors and 20,000 buyers, which frankly is an uncomfortable number of people. The event is held in the Rose Bowl Stadium, which, side note, is the 20th largest stadium in the world, which led me down the rabbit hole of looking into the world's largest stadiums, which is also fascinating. And the world's largest stadium is for cricket. Like, I never thought cricket would come number 1 for, like, anything, ever. Anyway, Rose Bowl Flea tickets are about $15. I just paid $14 for a latte.
Highway robbery.
And you can make some serious purchases here. Furniture, art, people actually brought U-Hauls. Guys, this market is overstimulation to the max. There are so many different clothing options, so many people, so many food options. If you like those environments, you will love it here, especially if you really do genuinely enjoy thrift shopping, vintage shopping. However, if anything I said is a little distasteful to you, maybe the consumerism, maybe the crowds, maybe the loud noises, then definitely not for you, but I would highly recommend as a thing to do. Look at all those windmills. I'm in the desert right now, and I just want to throw out there that I've been making this vlog for a period of like half a year-ish roughly. So if things are jumping around and the style's changing, it's because I'm changing. And we're going to Palm Springs, that's not Palm Springs, but still worth looking at. But if you want to stick around for Palm Springs, that's going to be my next vlog, so please consider subscribing. But next, we're going to the museums at the University of Southern California. I was going to say let's go to Solvang because that's how I originally pieced this together, but Solvang's like 2 hours from LA, and that more fits the theme of my subsequent SoCal vlog. So not in this one, but the subsequent one. I'm editing right now. I'm in Palm Springs, so...
Yeah.
While I'm here for the museums, as I was parking, I just noticed that right there in the distance is Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. I'm literally staring at it. And it was home to the 1932 and 1984 Olympic Games. And it will also be one of the spots for the 2028 Summer Olympic Games. So that's pretty cool. Today, we are here to see the California Science Center, which is free and does not require reservations.
Tourists can explore fascinating displays about space, ecosystems, and technology, and even see the iconic Space Shuttle Endeavour up close.
This museum is probably best for children/families. Also in this area is the California African American Museum. Tickets here are also free. That's always important. In this area, there's also Los Angeles County Museum of Natural History. Tickets are $18 there. And not too far away is an art museum, so all in this small area. Los Angeles is super spread out as a city, so knowing where the small collections of attractions are could be helpful. And right behind me are these gardens. Everything I mentioned is all in walking distance to each other. Some of it's a little further out of the way, but it's all right here, right next to USC's campus. So if you're coming to visit the school, this could be a good place to stop by, or if you're just interested in any of these museums. Either way, this part of town is right south of downtown LA, so pretty convenient. Also by metro. I know museums aren't everyone's thing, so for this next attraction, I found something a bit more unexpected. And we are here in Chino Hills, but y'all, it is giving Rajasthan. What is this? California is filled with surprises. And I will say, this location I could not find anywhere. I just stumbled upon an Instagram reel that said, hey, this is in the area. And I'm like, where? And I searched it, and it's kind of hard to find on Google Maps unless you know the exact name, which is this, which I'm not going to try to pronounce, but there it is. Let's see it. So, F it, I'll actually just try to pronounce it. It is the BAPS Shri Swaminarayan Mandir, which is a traditional Hindu, which is a traditional Hindu temple built from Rajasthan sandstone. And it is also a tourist attraction. So you can walk up through the temple. There are guided tours that are also free. It is just a sight to behold. And inside the temple is absolutely beautiful, but there are no photos and videos allowed, and I follow the rules, so I don't have anything to show you there, but it is definitely worth the visit. Also, there is a gift shop as well as a market where you could get fresh as well as grocery style Indian food to go. So note that this is a religious site as well as a tourist attraction, so make sure to follow all of these rules. Importantly, about photography, shoes, backpacks, covering oneself, etc. I'm just blown away. I can't believe this is right here, right outside of LA, but seriously, if you've seen this sort of thing in other locations, let me know where, because this is eye-catchingly beautiful, and I'd love to see more such structures. Also, I recently learned that there's another spectacular Hindu temple that's not so far away, right in Malibu, so if you do want a closer alternative, check out that one. And if you did make it to Chino Hills and you thought to yourself, India's cool, but I much prefer Egypt, don't you worry. You can just come to the Commons Mall and you get this. What is this? What the flip is Chino Hills? I don't know, but I'm glad I came. This is by definition a point of interest. It's kind of abandoned, and it's just, again, in this shopping mall area. So if you're in the area, you could probably see it from the highway. Maybe that's enough for you. Maybe you want to touch it. But there's nothing here except to see it. It's just a sight. This is a true sight. But it is a bit out of the way, so let's keep going. Howdy. Another place you may consider visiting is Long Beach, which is just 25 miles south of LA. This area is particularly well known for its shopping, including outlet malls as well as the picturesque Shoreline Village. Also, I think it's fair that y'all know how much I hate myself right now, so a while back I filmed a Long Beach video, this one here, and then I put it out, a while back. And then after I did that, I went back and deleted a lot of my Long Beach footage, forgetting that I filmed a lot for this vlog at the same time. So most of it's deleted. I only have a few videos left, but hey, I retained some of it as well as some old footage from when I was at Long Beach over a year ago now. I hate myself. I hate myself. I hate myself. Finally, there's the Queen Mary, which is a restaurant, hotel, and overall spectacular boat experience. When I went, I simply got the ticket to do a self-guided tour. It is so cool to see. It's a big ship. It's also a hotel, so you can stay overnight. They also host a lot of events there. What we saw was a museum. There was an engine room, a lot of other boat stuff. I think it's cool. It's a good attraction. It is kind of pricey, but it's a good attraction.
The Queen Mary is also known for its paranormal history as well as its role in World War II.
So there really is a lot to see in the SoCal area. It's a choose your own adventure. So in this section, I'm just going to show a number of small things that you might want to consider doing if you're in the area and if you have interest. These aren't day trips, but they could be cool stops along the way that you won't see in tourist list. So let's go. Then after this section, we will go to our final destination, which is actually one of the best things I've found in SoCal so far. So
stay tuned for that.
And if you're into shopping, another random side quest you can take is to the South Coast Plaza, which is located south of LA in neighboring Orange County. This mall is one of the biggest in the United States, which is why I wanted to put it on this list because it is interesting for some people. I've been to the biggest mall, which is the Mall of America. Gosh, here it is. I wish I had been vlogging at that time because that is one to see. Now, this isn't Mall of America, but when I was there, it was around the holidays. So if you are in this area during the holidays and you want to see something very festive, I would recommend coming here. This is all that I saw, but it's probably a normal mall at other times of the year. The mall itself is a collection of buildings connected by footbridges. It's kind of similar to the King of Prussia, but more buildings, I would say. Part of it's very upscale. The other parts are more classic mall. It's really spread out. Also, it didn't really have a traditional food court, which was odd. Yes, there were food options. Either way, if malls are your thing, I just want you to know that this is in the area. If not, the next attraction is the opposite of a mall, in a way. Good morning. Today, I drove 45 minutes to an hour south of Los Angeles to go to the library. But not just any library, the Huntington Beach Central Library, which is one of the most beautiful libraries in Southern California. It's also surrounded by a park, so we're going to see everything. Okay, it's just a public library, but I want to throw it out there because this is a vlog of little things that could be special. I just want to stress that so many things can be an adventure, and that's how I'm living my life, and I think it does make life more interesting, which is why I want to show you this library. And maybe you'll never see it, but maybe you'll consider seeing the libraries in your area because they can be mini adventures, which is why I want to include it. And on the top floor, we have this gallery featuring monthly rotating exhibits. And the library sits on a beautiful park with a restaurant. What a view. I am obsessed with this library, full stop. It looks like it hasn't been changed since the 90s or earlier. And as someone who feels nostalgia, this is worth a visit for that alone if you're in the area. I also want to say that I'm not spending a lot of time in Orange County, but I want to mention that it is big and there's a lot to do, including Disneyland, which you probably already knew. And tickets to Disneyland are quite expensive. And I honestly don't want to go alone. As you see, I do a lot of stuff by myself, but I don't want to go to Disneyland alone. So
if I ever find someone to go with me and who doesn't mind that I'm going to vlog about it, then I will make a Disneyland vlog.
But also I want to point out that there are other things to do that aren't Disneyland if you like amusement parks. There's also California Adventure, which I did go to years ago, and it's like right across from Disneyland. So it's very good if you just want to do all the amusement parks. And there is Knott's Berry Farm, which I also did when I was way younger. And I barely remember it, but it kind of reminded me of like Cedar Point. It might be the same brand, but that's something also to check out, as well as all of these indoor water parks, which really made my childhood. So you can check those out as well. Orange County is also a good place for the beach, including Laguna Niguel and Long Beach, which we already went to, and Laguna Beach. So there's all of that to consider. But up next, we are doing something a little more simple. And up next is the Hollyhock House. And this is another spot that's not on the tourist attractions list. I was just scrolling around on Google Maps because I do that a lot, and I see it's right here in the Hollywood Los Feliz area, so it's kind of not even that far away. Completed in 1921, the Hollyhock House was designed by renowned architect Frank Lloyd Wright. Wright is known for his organic design, and this house in particular was inspired by the hollyhock flower. I did a self-guided tour, which was $15. This house isn't huge, but it is gorgeous. gorgeous. And if you love architecture, this is definitely something to see. Also, I will say there's a surrounding park, which a lot of people were enjoying. They were having picnics and it was pretty busy. So be sure to reserve your tickets in advance. Not gonna lie, I kind of think this is more beautiful than Falling Water, which if you haven't seen, I show you in my Pittsburgh vlog. What do you think? Which home would you rather visit?
Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
And our final location is a real hidden gem located in Pasadena, California. Up next, we will see the Huntington. And we're here in Pasadena at the Huntington. First thought is that it's already very crowded at this time on a Saturday morning, so definitely get tickets in advance if interested. The Huntington is a bit of a compound and it's home to Japanese gardens as well as a museum. Now, I just came on the perfect day, which is kind of easy to do in Southern California, but let's see everything. There are so many gardens. This place is huge. There's a desert garden, a jungle garden, a subtropical garden, an Australian garden, a Japanese garden, the rose garden, the herb garden, the Shakespeare garden, the Chinese garden, and the children's garden. It's a bit of a labyrinth, but at least they have maps. And there's also a shuttle, which is great if you have any sort of mobility issue. No exaggeration, this place is paradise. It was worth literally every cent that I paid.
I say that in part because I found the Huntington to be a truly immersive environment. I've been to a number of gardens and they do look like gardens, that makes sense. But when you're here, you really are just in different areas. It seems like you're in different areas of the world. And I think that's what makes these gardens so special, is that they are so detailed and so all encompassing. It's like, where actually am I? Oh, right. Southern California. What?
Also, there are a few buildings to check out at the Huntington Gardens and Library, including an art museum, which I was able to walk through. And there was maybe another art museum and probably a library, but unfortunately when I was there, there was a lot of construction. Regardless, I think the main draw here is the gardens, so that's why I would come here. As you've seen, there are a lot of museums in the LA area, but the gardens, I would say, is what makes this place stand out. There's still so much to see in Southern California. Let me know what I missed in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Either way, I think I'm going to make a third SoCal vlog, but that won't come out until much later.
By the time of editing, I actually shot like 90% of the third vlog and anticipate it will come out late 2026.
In the meantime, I'm going to a few more US cities and abroad, and one European location, which I very much look forward to. However, I haven't even gone yet, so that vlog will come out later.
It's actually coming out next. Like I said, I've been filming this vlog for a very long time, so I had no idea about the order of things, but Austria is next.
Stay tuned.
Please like and subscribe.
And thanks for joining.